Today I'm facing one of my greatest fears, shooting video in public. And also you're going to see why fear is great and how to make friends with it. Stick till the end of this video and you might get a free book from me. My name is Z, this is Fearless Dreams, and let's do it! Okay, so I'm looking up and the whole idea behind this was that there will be a drone right above me and we'll pull it up and it will just create this epic shot of the surroundings and the city center that I'm in, that I'm shooting this video. But once we fired up the drone and it was just sitting there, and at some point it just started, going somewhere by itself and it got really ugly really fast. So yeah, I'm just gonna use this video as a intro. So yeah, pretty much that's it. Let's go on. We all know this. Fear is a built-in mechanism of the body, and evolution has created it to basically protect us from life-threatening situations. But with time, this has changed a lot, because in the recent times, we haven't really had that many life-threatening situations. That's why I classify fear as two types. First one, that I call primary fear, is just exactly what I explained. Imagine you're on the edge of a rock and you're slipping, or you're about to crash with your car, or any kind of other scenario that your life is in danger. Well, these mechanisms kick in and that's it. You cannot do much about it. But there's a second type of fear that I would call it the more recent type of fear of our society, and that's everyday fear. And let me give you a few examples. This is when you're afraid to talk to a girl or a boy, or to present in public, or you have fear of rejection, or maybe you're scared to have children, or just general fear of failure in life or in anything else. Living with those kind of fears could be extremely difficult, and I'm speaking from experience. When I was younger in school and also actually in university, I froze every time I had to speak to a girl. And also before a volleyball game, I couldn't sleep at all. I was scared of performing in front of a huge audience. I'm pretty sure you're familiar with that feeling, when your body is paralyzed and you feel helpless. And your brain is just screaming at you, "Stop, this is scary, I don't know what's out there." But, and there's a big but, you see, fear equals growth. And if you start feeling some kind of fear, this means that you have probably left your comfort zone and you have started gaining new experiences. And let me show you how this works. So, for example, in my case, this chair here is my comfort zone. So once I'm in it, I feel safe and I feel okay. But even if I move a little bit outside of it and my brain triggers those mechanisms of fear that are like, okay, you don't have to do this. It's new, it's different for me and I don't want to do it. And do you know why is this? It's very simple. Our brain is lazy. It doesn't like change. It likes routines, habits, and nothing really special happening around it. But in order to build those routines and habits, you still need to change things and you need to overcome the laziness of your brain. And that's the paradox of it. But the good part is that you can actually build routines connected to fear and dealing with fear. So, for example, today I had 100 reasons not to shoot this video. It's kind of cold, it's outside, so I don't like shooting videos in public. I'm feeling a little bit sick and my voice is almost gone. And to be honest, I'm sick of carrying this sofa around because it's very, very heavy. But you see, I managed to overcome the laziness of my brain and all the excuses that it generated. And I even took it a step further. I took two friends with me that are just right behind the frame and they're laughing their asses off and they're making fun of me. But I know that once I'm finished with this video, I will feel so much more fulfilled and so much happier, and I would move a step forward towards removing this fear of shooting in public. This is like turning off the lights. We often associate fear with darkness, and we need some time, our eyes need some time to adjust in order to be able to start seeing in the darkness. And the same happens with fear. Once you get to know it, you kind of get over it. Now you're probably thinking this is much easier said than done. But I don't agree with that. And I think there are very easy steps that you and everybody can undertake in order to reach that point. And the first thing everyone needs to do is to just realize what are the situations in which you feel fear. So going back to the example, it could be just talking to a guy or a girl, or it could be something else. Maybe you're afraid of water or speaking in public. Just make sure you realize that you're in such kind of situation where your body is telling you that I'm scared. The second step is to put yourself more in that type of situations and just observe yourself, what your body is saying, what your mind is telling you, and how you react to all those situations. And the third one is just start getting used to it. Create a routine about fear and start enjoying it. Welcome it as an old friend, because this means you are going to learn something new. You are going to get more experience in life, which means that in the long run, you will actually have a better, more fulfilling life. I want to wrap up this video with the last 2 paragraphs of the book that I co-authored with a bunch of amazing people. So shout out to Who If Not Us project. And if you experience any kind of fears or you're in a difficult place in your life, I'm pretty sure that book will help you. And actually, I'm going to send to the first 25 people that comment on the video below a copy of this book. And it goes like this. We all perform, we fail, and no one really notices until a very special moment. The moment when we have left our fears aside and our failures are not playing with us anymore. The moment when we suddenly, all the things we were scared of come together and form this whole new feeling, accomplishment. When you have reached that moment of satisfaction, listen to your heart again. Listen to the racing beat of it, the pure joy and excitement. You will notice that it doesn't feel all that different from the racing beat of fear after all. That is all for today, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao. Pew, pew, pew! I think we got it.